Are you sure?
I'm sure it was Steve Rogers. I thought it was obvious, and then I thought Ben ain't gonna pick up on that. But straight away I was like, Captain America's trying to find her.
Greetings!
I'm Ediz.
And I'm Ben.
And we woke up today at 8 a.m. to watch WandaVision, so we were ready to give this review.
The drought is over, we have more Marvel content. We watched the first 2 episodes, we thought we'd share our thoughts. Spoilers!
A lot of spoilers. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch the TV show, come back to this video, and see what we have to say.
So we're just going to talk about episode 1 first, and then we're going to talk about episode 2 and what we think might happen next. Ooh, let's get into it.
I hadn't seen the trailer going into this series.
I don't know how you did that.
No. I just hate when you watch a trailer and then they just show you something and you're like, well, okay, I know now that's going to happen.
Especially when you know you're going to watch it. Like, watching the trailer is not going to make you watch it anymore.
Yeah. And also, I thought it was going to be like an hour episode.
Well, I mean, they weren't even half an hour long. They were more like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Plus credits. Which is kind of the length of
sitcoms.
a classic sitcom, which is basically
what it is.
What this is.
And it's so good.
I mean, yes, we just say it straight away. We've not spoken about it yet, but I freaking loved it.
Okay, no, at first, going into it, because...
I thought we were going to get hyped then, but clearly not.
Going into it, we've just not seen Marvel do anything like this yet. So, at first, I was just like, kind of like easing my way in, like, what is going on? Like, we're seeing these 2 characters that we've never seen before being like a certain way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was a bit like resistant.
What I'm excited about is these are 2 characters that, I'm going to be honest, I don't really care about. Out of all the Marvel Avengers, Wanda and Vision, I don't feel like I've been given much screen time, much of anything to really make me warm to them. And also, I don't think we've explored their powers enough in the movies. Scarlet Witch, we've not really seen any of her like changing probability sort of powers.
She's like one of the most powerful people in the Marvel Universe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but episode 1 felt like it was set like in the 50s sitcom, and then episode 2 felt like it was more like a 60s one.
Yeah.
So is that going to continue? Is it going to be like the X-Men films where everyone is like a different decade?
I did think that as well.
When I was younger, they used to show old sitcoms on TV, like Bewitched, and I was getting super Bewitched vibes.
The thing is, it's more Bewitched because I think the whole magic side of it. So like the effects that they use when she does a bit of magic is like the same kind of like glittery power thing.
What I really like about it is it's a bit crap.
Yeah.
Like there's a shot where they put their wedding rings on and you know they've got the technology to make it look sick, but it doesn't. It goes... like it moves slightly. And that attention to detail to make it just like the old sitcoms is what makes it great. Episode 1 starts off with like an intro song, like a theme tune, like
sick.
A classic like WandaVision. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's not that. And who wrote it?
The Lopez couple, Robert and Kristen Lopez, the writers of Frozen
many
and
things.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that every single episode we're gonna get a different intro, a different theme song that's maybe referencing a different era of sitcom. Like maybe we're gonna get like a Friends one in the future. I don't know how long this is gonna like. Is every episode gonna be a different sitcom? I don't know.
I think that's good.
Also, just the way the acting style of them all, the way they're all just like so. Hi, even the way Catherine Hahn's character walked in, just the way she was. I mean, let's just talk about her.
She's so good. Every time she's on camera, I'm like, you're so good.
The kitchen scene where she was walking around, just the way she was walking, and she's like,
they've done their work.
It's just perfect. The research they've done, really good.
So seeing both the characters just play complete different sides to what we've usually seen them do is insane. Like when you just see Vision with a ukulele just playing yak and singing, it's just great.
Or even when he was at work and he's put in a situation where you'd never see Vision doing
paperwork
in an office job. Like it's great because they're still the characters. But they're just in a weird like alternate reality. Like I would want to see it with all the characters in, like it's some sort of neighborhood where all the superheroes live.
What I don't understand is going into the episode, I was like, oh, this is her, like her imagination or this reality she's created, so there should be nothing negative happening. So with that in mind, her creating her own reality, when it then got to the like dinner table scene and stuff started happening and she was like saying stop it.
Oh, when he was joking.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, she's making him choke. It was my first thought. And then when she was freaking out about saying stop it, and then she says to pull the thing out his throat, I was like, oh, maybe something's just gone wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know what that gave me? That gave me Truman Show vibes.
Right.
Where suddenly she was like, stop it. And it looked like she suddenly knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And now she was pleading with Wanda, like,
Yeah.
please, like, I'm going to get fired for this.
Right, yeah.
Like, so is everyone else in on it? Does everyone else know? What I really liked is you set up that we're in this sitcom, we've got canned laughter coming in, it's all light-hearted. Yet the second something a little bit sinister happens, canned laughter goes.
I was about to say that.
And even like the camera shots suddenly like a little bit closer.
I was about to say. I was literally about to say, like, the way that you can just flip the energy.
You can feel it watching it.
The camera angles change. Yeah, it's insane. Because you never see those kind of shots in those kind of like sitcoms. Where it's proper stands out.
And then when the canned laughter comes back in, it feels so like
weird.
It's
so clever.
Yeah, it's really good. So the end of episode 1, I thought there was going to be a bigger reveal. I thought there was going to be a bigger thing. Yeah, I guess it was that someone was watching.
Yeah, that's quite a big reveal because, like I just said, we thought it was her choice.
So the end of episode 1, what were you thinking then?
I was thinking, where the hell are they?
Right. Do you know what my first thought was? Do you know the Marvel villain? He's mainly in X-Men. Do you know Mojo?
No, I don't.
His whole like evil villainy is to capture people and like manipulate them to create like reality TV shows.
Right.
And he's got this whole network, and his like species of like alien, it's like they can't survive without technology, and it's like all sort of entwined in that. And I was thinking, well, they've got the rights for all the X-Men stuff. Maybe it's Mojo.
Right.
I don't know. That was my first thought.
It's a way of connecting it.
Yeah.
But they've got so...
It's also a really weird villain though.
In this week's exciting episode of Mojo's Hunting Grounds.
You abducted me for some game? Are you out of your mind?
Wanda, don't provoke him.
If you haven't already, make sure to check out a video we made about all the Marvel content coming out this year and the next 2 years.
There's more coming Disney Plus this year.
There's a lot.
Which is exciting.
So if you haven't seen it, go check that out, and then we'll go back into the video. So going into episode 2, the whole setup with the magic show was just so clever. Someone said like, oh, what situation would we want to see like Vision in? And they're like, let's get like a drunk Vision, but obviously like he's not drunk.
It reminded me of when in Big Hero 6 they had like drunk Baymax, but obviously he's not drunk, he's just low battery, and so obviously for Vision, he's not drunk, he's just got gum stuck in.
Yeah, when he ate the gum, I was like, where are they going with this?
Yeah, but I also really appreciated the animation.
On cogs. And...
Yeah, really cool. And what's cool about the magic show as well is the Marvel universe that we've set up is that none of the heroes have secret identities. Like in the comics, they have secret identities, but in the films, they're pretty much just famous for being superheroes, right? This then tied into the fact that, oh, we're superheroes trying to hide our identity, and how can we do that, which is something that hasn't really been explored, because they never really have to hide their identity. They just walk around and everyone's like, Iron Man, we love you. Or Iron Man,
we hate
you killed my son. So there was a couple of moments in episode 2 where we started getting little hints of colour. So there was the helicopter, which... Was that something to do with like the noises they kept hearing outside?
Or maybe, like you said, someone's trying to get their attention with like a remote control helicopter? Because if it's in colour...
Yeah, it's not from that world, perhaps. The other moment where we had colour was when she cut herself and we saw the blood.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. But I don't know what that means.
It's crazy how quickly you get used to something, like seeing it in black and white. And then as soon as there's colour, you're like, oh yeah, we're in black and white.
We're not in Kansas anymore. And then the radio started going on the fritz. The little radio on the side started being like, Wanda, get out of there.
I thought it was Steve Rogers' voice. He's saying, Wanda, where are you?
Was it him?
But I was thinking, well, if it's the end of Endgame, then...
He's an old man, bro.
But then, if you go back to when it was Infinity War, they're looking for them.
Oh, you've gone deep in this. I just thought it was a man's voice. I didn't clock that it was Steve Rogers. Are you sure?
I'm sure it was Steve Rogers. I thought it was obvious, and then I thought Ben ain't gonna pick up on that. But straight away I was like, Captain America's trying to find her.
Oh, do you want to listen to it right now?
Listen to it again now.
Who's doing the sea, Wanda? Wanda.
It just sounds like a generic American.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe I was wrong, guys. We should listen back. And I thought it was Steve Rogers.
It could be, but I don't think it is. Shall we talk about when the manhole cover got removed and I thought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were about to come up in here?
Yeah, who's that?
It was a beekeeper.
Why has he got bees?
Maybe he's the bee's knees. Oh.
He's a beekeeper.
Is there a Marvel villain called the Beekeeper?
So many questions.
They even did a close-up on his face. And we like pause it like, who's that?
It's Chris Evans.
And we were like, I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe someone out there knows. I don't know. So many questions. But also it's like, she must know who the Beekeeper is? Because she sees who he is, and that's why
and she's like,
reminds.
oh, no, we're not finished yet.
No. Yeah. Yeah, and then suddenly she's pregnant. What?
Is she going to have a baby?
I was very confused about that bit. Because then it's like, is she in control? Does she know what's happening?
And then she says she's just pregnant.
But like, what, like 6 months, 8 months pregnant?
So like a robot? I don't know what's...
Yeah. Did she wind back time, or did she move forward in time? Hence, she's pregnant.
Oh. They kept saying like, for the children. Yeah, there was just no children.
That was kind of weird and slightly creepy.
And I thought, is it like a Hell Hydra kind of thing, is what I thought.
For the children.
Because then, just as they come back into the house, they're like, for the children, and then she has a child. Then
She's
it's
now
that
with
scene.
child. What does this mean? Let's talk about the adverts or the commercials for our American friends. So they've got one advert in each episode, and it just adds to just the feeling of you're watching a TV show.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if they're little Easter eggs or if they're setting something up.
Well, that was another thing, right? Because then I was thinking, obviously, if this is all in Wanda's head, then why would there just be like an ad break? And if there's an ad break, why would they be hinting at Hydra?
With the watch, right?
Yeah.
And it was Baron von Strucker. It was like Strucker.
And Tony Stark in the.
And what was the tagline with the toaster? It was like,
oh, I wrote it down.
Forget the past.
No, what was it? Yeah. That's literally it. Forget the past.
Was that it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know whether those were just like cool little Easter eggs or if they have a bigger meaning somewhere.
Yeah. So what did you think of the whole thing as a whole?
The whole thing as a whole.
As a whole of the whole thing.
I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if 20 minutes a week is enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna get withdrawal symptoms.
I feel like there was one episode a week now, so I reckon it'll be like 40 minutes.
Hopefully it's going to be a bit longer. Yeah. But overall, loved it. Loved it. It was completely different to anything else we've seen. Loved that we're seeing more of these characters. Just anything that expands the MCU is great. And if it's going to be just on my telly, fan-frickin-tastic.
It's so original. Like, nothing's been done like this ever.
Yeah.
Like, how are they... I'm just blown away by Marvel all the time. I don't know how... Like, what magicians they got working at Marvel that are just, like, killing the game.
Like, whenever I watch something Marvel now, I never have any doubt that it's not going to be
good.
Excellent.
Yeah. I feel like you can really feel it just building slowly, and I'm excited. We're going to get to, like, I'm guessing a big battle kind of stuff towards the end, because obviously it's Marvel.
And, like, who out of all those characters we've seen so far... Which ones of those are supers? Which ones of those are real? Are they real?
Yeah.
Are they real people trapped there? Or are they just like
also,
figments
how
of
did
her...
Monica Rambeau get there? We think so.
I don't know. What other questions are we left wondering? Who is the Beekeeper?
Who's the people watching? What are they writing down? Do they like what they're watching?
What ratings are the TV shows getting?
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And let us know if you would like us to review each week, because we're going to watch it anyway. So,
should we make a video?
If you want to hear our thoughts, we shall share them.
Say goodbye?
Yeah, I guess. Bye. If you like what you see and you see what you like, hit that like and subscribe button.